Steven Adams of the Memphis Grizzlies, the strongest man in the NBA, the guy that is an immovable force, has a PCL sprain and will miss the next 3 to 5 weeks. Oh, my God. I don't know that I can overestimate how big of a deal this is for the Memphis Grizzlies. He's not only important to the Grizzlies in general, he is very important to Ja Morant in particular. Not only does Steven Adams average, a decent amount of points, 8.6 points, 11.5 rebounds per game, 2.5 assists per game, but he also leads the NBA in offensive rebound rate. More than that, he is a hard rock and someone who enforces and keeps Ja Morant from losing his life every time he gets airborne. Right? You're not going to mess around with him when you know Ja Morant has Steven Adams right there. Ja drives, does not get hit and struck out of the air like a bird, right, by a hunter. You could probably make an argument that Steven Adams is the second most important Memphis Grizzly player right now. And that's saying a lot, considering that Jaren Jackson is probably going to win Defensive Player of the Year. Memphis currently in second place. They're going to face 10 to 15 games without him. You're probably going to see more Brandon Clark, who I love, more Santi Aldama, who I like, and does not get nearly enough minutes, I don't think, and probably a heavier dose of Xavier Tillman, which has the internet right now in a tizzy. People are losing their shit over Xavier Tillman starting tonight's game, and I tell you what, I can't blame them, honestly. I can't blame them. None of them, no matter how good they are as a collective, are going to come close to Steven Adams. He's the only person on the floor, probably, that made Shannon Sharpe, in his $4,000 cardigan that he was popping out of, look small next to him. And then, when he said, oh, Ja didn't want smoke, T. Morant didn't want smoke, Dylan Brooks didn't want smoke. Remember, Shannon Sharpe somehow mysteriously forgot to mention that Steven Adams did not want any smoke. So, just beware of that. Injuries, they always impact the NBA season, as we know. And Memphis has actually faced their fair share of it. The fact that they're in second place right now, considering that Jaren Jackson has been out for the beginning of the season. He was out. Desmond Bane missed time with his toe. Now you've got Steven Adams missing considerable time. Even Ja has missed 8 games. So we're going to see how the Grizzlies do and how they handle their business over the next month. Because if they can hang out and just stay steady, that would be a huge win. I tell you what, though, there are a lot of teams that have the Grizzlies in their crosshairs. And without Steven Adams, our Sacramento Kings put a beat down on them. And they don't have their Incredible Hulk to protect them when they talk all that shit, even from the stands.